Yes, welcome back to the class. Now, next movement is the civil disobedience movement, which is also started by Mahatma Gandhi. So, number of factors responsible to launch this movement that we will discuss in this chapter. The first is Simon Commission. So this movement is a little bit different from the non-cooperation movement, as in non-cooperation movement bring out the working of government, they just stop the cooperation of government. Clear? So in civil disobedience movement, it was an attempt by the administration to breaking out all the rules and regulation. In this movement, civil disobedience, they just trying to break down the rules and regulation which is set by the government. Clear? Now first is Simon Commission. So that commission responsible for launching the civil disobedience movement. So in the year 1927. Clear? So in this year 1927, the British government appointed one commission. That commission is known as the Simon Commission, as it was named by the chairman of that commission, that is Simon, Sir John Simon. Sir John Simon, chairman. He was the chairman of that commission. So because of this name only, this commission was named Simon Commission. So what happened, this commission, why this commission was appointed by the Britishers? Just the main reason was to appoint this commission was that they want to investigate the need of further constitutional reforms. The constitutional reforms raised by demand of raised by the nationalists different time. So just to investigate the need of further constitutional reform was there. So to check that one commission was appointed by the Britisher, that is Simon Commission, and what is there? That this commission was composed of 7 members. How many members are there? 7 members were there in that commission, and all were Britishers. All members were Britisher. Not a single member of Indian appointed by the British government in this commission. So all were British, and they just want to investigate the need of constitutional reforms in India. So but Indian member is not given in that commission. So this is not a justice given to the Indians. So that's why this commission was not welcomed by the Indians when it reached to India. Number of demonstration, hardship, strikes were raised by the peoples against this commission. Clear? Means this commission was not welcomed by the people, as this commission not have a Indian members. So it was an insult to the self-respect of the Indians. So that's why Indians not accepted one. So on February 3rd, when this commission reached to Bombay, so all India hardship made by the peoples against this demonstration were done by them. Even in 1928. Even 1928, in that year that reached to the Bombay. So even on that 1928, one leader was there, Lala Lajpat Rai. In previous term we learn about that Lala Lajpat Rai, he lost his life because he was leading the hardship, leading the demonstration at Lahore with the against this commission. Okay? So demonstration was leading by the Lala Lajpat Rai. Lala Lajpat Rai. So he was the leader of that demonstration over there. So he lost his life because to suppress the act of the Indians against the action of Simon Commission, what they did, they just lathi charge were done by them. So because of this lathi charge only, Lala Lajpat Rai lost his life. Clear? So this commission was become one of the reason to launch the civil disobedience movement by Gandhiji. Clear? Next is Nehru Report. Nehru Report. Clear? That is the next reason which is responsible for the civil disobedience movement, as a number of all party conferences known as Nehru report, means all parties presented one report to send to the government, which parties like liberal, assertives, nationalist leaders, ठीक है, Hindu Mahasabha, Muslim League, depressed classes, all classes come together, and one report was made by them, and that report submitted to, by which was made by all parties. That report is known as Nehru report, and this report was presented to the government. So according to this report, number of proposals presented by the peoples, like dominant status to India. The first thing is that they want dominion status. Second, they want that parliament should consist senate elected for 7 years. They wanted a senate members elected for 7 years, as well as house of represented with 500 members elected for 5 years, and all these members they wanted to select by secret adult franchise, this procedure. Clear? So they wanted to want the election of parliament should be there like that. Then next demand which was prepared by the Nehru report, that is creation of new provinces on the base of linguistic, ठीक है, on the basis of language only. They wanted the creation of new provinces made. Clear? As well as 19 fundamental right also presented by the peoples, clear, in front of the government, and this report was presented to the government, but the government did not respond over it. Clear? So because the not positive response came from the government side against the action of the peoples, so one declaration of Purna Swaraj was done. Next is declaration of Purna Swaraj. Clear? So the Calcutta session of Congress at Calcutta, one session was organized by the Congress, and an ultimatum sent to the British government. What ultimatum was sent to the British government? To accept Nehru report, otherwise be ready for the mass movement, that is civil disobedience movement. Clear? So one ultimatum was given to the government first, but 1 year is over, not as positive, not any single response was given by the government against the ultimatum which was sent by the Congress. Clear? So what happened? Jawaharlal Nehru was made the president of the Congress at Lahore session in 1929, in next year, take 1929, and under this session one resolution was passed by Nehruji, that is resolution or declaration of Purna Swaraj. So Purna Swaraj was declared by Nehruji as a demand of the Congress. So Congress declared the demand of Purna Swaraj in front of the government. Clear? So under the Purna government they just set the program. One program was presented by the leaders of national movement, that preparation for civil disobedience movement, which is started by organized by the Mahatma Gandhi, the preparation of that movement. Then one resolution which is passed in Nehru at declaration of Purna Swaraj. Under this that Purna Swaraj means that was declared as a national goal of the Congress. National goal means national objective of the Congress as well as all Indians, declared by the leaders. Clear? Then 26th January, that date was declared as a observation of Purna Swaraj in all over the India. Clear? So next is under the program resignation by members of the legislature. Those who were become the member of legislature, they resignize from their post. So all these type of program was set by under the declaration of Purna Swaraj by different leaders. Clear? So with that efforts only, as preparation of civil disobedience movement was presented under the Purna Swaraj. So civil disobedience movement next year in 1930, Clear? In 19 after this Nehru report, declaration of Puran Swaraj, all these event factors responsible for launching civil disobedience movement. So 1930, in this year, Congress working committee met at Sabarmati Ashram. ठीक है, साबरमती आश्रम was a place decided by them. So they met with Gandhi ji and they launched the civil disobedience movement in 1930. Clear? So before starting this movement, one ultimatum given to the Britishers, 11 points. ठीक है, 11 points given to the Britishers, but that points not accepted by the government, and against that one civil disobedience movement started by the Gandhiji. How it started? By the Dandi March. So Dandi March is the most important event. Dandi March. So because of this Dandi March, because of this Dandi March only, the civil disobedience movement started by Gandhiji. Clear? So why this Dandi March means breaking of salt law? Why this is started? This only event choose by the Gandhiji. One reason is behind that, during that time, on salt, as you know that salt is a necessary commodity which was used by the every section of society, poor one as well as rich one. It is a need of everyone. So this is a necessary commodity, and actually during that time salt on that, as you know that salt is a necessary commodity and every section of the society want to buy it. Clear? It is necessary. So what is done by the government? They just put tax on it. So tax was placed out on the salt, and Gandhiji he reached to the Sabarmati Ashram. Okay? On the morning of 6 April, they violated this salt law at Dandi by picking up some salt left by the sea waves. So sea waves, when sea waves, that thing was banned by the government, that no one is allowed to picking the salt from the sea, and as tax was imposed by the government on salt. But Gandhiji was did this one. He just reached to Dandi with some of the members, some number of large number of people follow them. Clear? And they just pick out some of the salt which was left by the sea waves, and they break out the action which is done by the British government. They just break out down the salt tax. Okay? Tax is imposed by the government, so they break down by picking up the salt from the sea waves. So this act, by this act of breaking of salt law, marked the beginning of civil disobedience movement, as they just break the rules and regulation. As already I told you that this civil disobedience means breaking down the rules and regulations. So rule regulation was done by the British government, that they put tax on it, but this thing was done by the Gandhiji. They just break down it. Clear? Now next is program of the movement. Program. So which program was done under this? Which under the program was first is defense of salt law as Dandi March. So that is the first program it did. Next is boycott of liquor. Okay, which is made by the Britishers. They boycott it as they gain so much money from the liquor, so they boycott it. Boycott of foreign clothes, foreign goods, so all kind of things they boycotted. Then non-payment of taxes and revenue, whatever the revenue raised by the government as taxes imposed by them in different community, that was not accepted by them, that is boycotted them. So this is the program. Okay, under the program 4 points come. One is defense of salt law, second is boycott of foreign goods, third is boycott of liquor, and the fourth one is non-payment of taxes and revenue. So these four programs come under this movement. They followed all these things. Clear? Now next is Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Clear? So round table conferences was organized by held by in 3 sessions during that time. So first round table conferences was held in London, which is in which Congress not attended. Clear? So after that, why Congress not took part in the first round table conference, which was held in 1930? Because of the Simon Commission. So they just disappointed with this commission, so they did not take part in the conference. So after that, Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Clear? So this is a pact which is signed by the British government and Gandhiji. So this is a pact which is signed. ठीक है, signed by the government and Gandhiji. Clear? So this pact is known as Gandhi-Irwin Pact. So during that time, Lord Irwin was the viceroy in so that pact was agreement was done with Gandhiji and Lord Irwin. So one agreement signed by both parties, and this act is known as Gandhi-Irwin Pact. What agreement was done by the government during this? First is they accepted to withdrawal all audiences. Okay, whatever the audiences declaration was done by the government, that they withdraw it. Clear? Second is they ready to release all political prisoners. Clear? So under this act, first point is that they withdraw all declaration. Clear? So first is the withdrawal of all declaration. Second is that they release all political prisoners. Clear? That is released by them. Then third is they permit peaceful picketing of liquor. So picketing liquor allowed by them. Then fourth is they permit the free collection of manufacture of salt. ठीक है, manufacture of salt. So these agreement, 4 agreement accepted by Lord Irwin with Gandhiji. First is withdrawal of all declaration, all ordinances withdrawal by them. Second is whatever the political prisoners were there kept by them, they accepted to released. Only the guilty, those who found in guilty in violence, that not released by them. Others political prisoners released. Then third, they ready to permit the peaceful picketing of liquor. So permission was given by. Then fourth is manufacture of salt also allowed by them. So this agreement done under the Gandhi-Irwin Pact, and in return Congress, okay, that is accepted by the government. Then in return Congress, what they ready to do it? To suspend the civil disobedience movement. Clear? So suspension of movement, that is a agreement done by Gandhi-Irwin. Clear? Then second is to participate in the second session of the round table conference. As I told you that first round table conference when organized in London, Gandhiji as well as Congress leader did not take part in it. So second, in this Gandhi-Irwin Pact, that agreement done by the Gandhiji, that they took part in the second session of the round table conference. Then third, not to press for investigate into police excesses. So this agreement was done by the Gandhiji. Clear? Now impact. What was the impact of the non-cooperation movement? So it shattered people faith in the British government. That is the main act. That that they had before that they had faith in the government that they give us the dominion status, but after that it shattered. Clear? So next is it deepens the social root from the freedom struggle. So roots of freedom struggle also become strong because of this civil disobedience movement. Clear? So they also popularize new method adopted by the peoples, new methods raised by the peoples. So that is the main impact of the civil disobedience movement. Hope this chapter is understood by you. Some of the topics was not in syllabus this time in 2020. Some of the topics reduced by the board, so that no need to cover it. Clear? Already whatever the topic discussed by me, that's come in your syllabus. Thank you.